radio how it's supposed to be heard. It's the Baka Boyz show.
What's going on? This is Drip.
Every day.
We're going to introduce you to the Baka Boyz family, to our audience out there. Here we go.
One, two. Well, it's the Baka, baby. It's the Baka Boyz everywhere now, everywhere. It's the Baka Boyz, and we got a special guest for you. Hey, hey, hey. His name is TYLA YAWEH.
Yahweh.
Yo, that's the morning spirit I like to see right there.
So now you can take your headphones off if you want.
Now it's like, damn, I need to keep the headphones on. This is where the vibe is.
Yeah, man. Welcome to the show.
Thank you
First
for
time having
having me
you.
here.
Hopefully have you many more times in the
man.
future. You are touring everywhere, man. On these huge, huge stages. Festivals, Bonnaroo, I mean, everything.
Lollapalooza.
Lollapalooza.
Wow.
Man.
Did you ever imagine Lollapalooza on stage?
I didn't expect to get it this year. I'm gonna be honest.
How long did you think it was going to take for you to get to that
At least
place?
another year,
Right?
You know?
So what happened? What was the speed up? What was the transition? What was the breakthrough for you?
You know, they just hit up my agency. Shout out to Cheryl, and
Okay.
then we was like, "Let's run it. Let's do it."
Okay, but wait a minute. Getting an agency is not always easy. Like, what the hell? You know, how did you get into an agency?
Me and Cheryl, like, we just met on some organic,
Gotcha.
through my management. They're like, "Yo, she wants to work with you. Let's
Cool.
get it."
Cool.
And so we did it off a handshake, and that's my dog. That's my family, my friend.
Yeah.
And we always working. So
Okay, so take me back to Orlando. Let's go back there, the beginning stages of
Well,
your career.
You know, I came from a little small town, Altamont Springs, Florida. It's like it's the hood.
What's
you
it
know?
called?
Altamont Springs.
Altamont Springs, okay.
It's the hood, you know. It's like any other hood around the world.
Right.
You got to deal with a lot of dumb shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I cuss on here? By the
You
way?
just did, but
sorry.
if you try not to, but if
I
you
won't.
did it, you'll be all right.
It's a lot of dumb stuff that you got to go through, you know, hatred.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
to see all the people selling drugs, the
Right.
homeless.
Right. Mhm.
It's the same thing in the other hood that you go to and around the world. So,
Right.
and
So
I'm glad to be that person to get out of my hood.
Yeah,
To show people that we can all manifest our dreams. You know?
That's right. So who are some of those folks that encouraged you to leave town? A lot of people don't want people
Myself.
to. You just did it, so you had
Yeah.
to. You had you on your own.
Yeah, I've been on my own since I was 15. So like, once I like traveled the world a little bit, I went back to Florida. I was like, yo, I gotta go to LA.
Yeah.
Like, I moved to LA at the age of 19.
Yeah.
Went through the most, you know.
Of course, I heard it. I read a little bit in your bio about sleeping in the studio, cars, homies,
On Venice Beach.
On Venice Beach. I mean, that had to be difficult, liberating at the same time. Though it's like I'm on my own. I have to make something happen.
I seen it as one of the biggest blessings ever.
Okay.
Like, it taught me how to like really hustle hard and do like really get it out the mud, and I actually appreciate being homeless because it makes me appreciate the life that I'm given
Have
now.
now.
You know, so many blessings around me. Just to wake up in a bed, wake up with a roof over your head.
The simple things that
The
people
simple
don't
things.
they take for granted every
Exactly,
day.
exactly.
You know, running water, lights, food, microwave, things like that you don't have as being homeless.
Exactly.
man.
It's a whole underworld out there. So
Yeah, man.
I get it.
So you went from being homeless to now touring with Post Malone.
Damn.
Putting records out. You just put the new was it an EP or is it?
It's a debut project, you know,
Okay.
a discovery project.
Yeah.
It's called Heart Full of Rage.
Yeah. And so, Heart Full of Rage. Let's get into it, man.
Man.
What are some of the titles on the album, and how much rage did you actually put into this album?
Well, every title or every song on the titles is like how I was feeling, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's exactly how I was feeling.
I got a question. Are you afraid that, because I've seen this happen with a lot of artists, like, yeah, you got that first album, that project, and we talk about it. Me and other writers and artists, we talk about this. Like, you have all of this energy and all of this built up, like, pain and trials and tribulations you go through, and boom, here's my first project, and that's what it is. And then the next project is
my album is gonna be even crazier.
Okay. So you still have a lot of stuff that you can pull from.
Oh man, a lot of stuff. You know, I make so much music and I express myself, and I'm always trying to just give a message out.
Okay.
And I'm always giving a story. I've been through so many things, so it's like I can tell a million stories off of the things that I've been through.
Gotcha.
So it's just like I have a lot of content to put out to the world and a lot of motivation to give to the world. So
Awesome. Let me ask you about the connection with Post. How did that pop off? The record label stuff.
well, I met Post, like I opened up with Post in Orlando like 4 years
Before he knew you?
Like, yeah, before he even knew me. Like, White Iverson just popped off, and then I went backstage. That's how I met Dre London. He remembered me. Then I ended up doing another show in Tampa with Bootleg Kev with Post, and then like 4 years later moved to LA, run into Dre London again, and then my manager Tess, he actually found me on Instagram. He seen me talking. I was talking a lot of cash on Instagram. Like, I'm doing this all by myself.
Yeah.
I'm independent.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was booking hella shows. I'm doing all by myself.
Awesome.
Like, I had a little fan base for myself. So it was just like, yo, we need to get this kid part of the management ASAP.
Yeah.
And then Post was like all for it, you know? So he heard the music. He remembered me. And it was just like, now that's my best friend. Like, he's a real good friend. That's family.
What have you learned from him musically and melodically, like writing wise?
Well, writing wise, like just, I don't know, just experience, live off the experience. We all like musical geniuses in our own way.
Yeah.
So it's just like, we just understand music. We both study a lot of different music, you know, not just from hip hop. We study all type of rock music, classical music, jazz, whatever it is. We love music, so we study it every day. He's just teaching me to be humble, more humble, like teaching me to like really observe everything around you, the people around you, and structure. He's teaching me a lot of structure when it comes to performing and coming to like just being patient too at the same time. So it's dope.
If you just tuned in, we have TYLA YAWEH in the studio. I want to ask you something else about Post Malone, which I've seen. He's very big into conspiracy theories.
I don't know about that.
You know about that? You staying away from that, huh? All right, I want to ask you something about Orlando. Did you ever get in a fight or deal with any crocodiles or alligators out there?
Nah, you know, you gotta fight a lot of cockroaches. you gotta fight the wild hogs.
Okay.
Raccoons.
Hogs.
Wait a minute. Wild hogs.
Raccoons.
Raccoons, right?
You know, when you go fishing, you really gotta deal with gators. And,
Yeah, gators are crazy out there.
I remember my stepdad had to take a couple of them out that got too close to the boat.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
You gotta make sure you have a gun with you when you go like to wildlife with you, because you never know, they might try to attack you.
Right. Have you run into any wildlife in Hollywood, California?
Bro, actually, I remember I was in the hills and I seen a mountain lion, bro.
Boy.
Like, that was the scariest shit my bad. That was the scariest stuff I ever seen in my life.
Were you out there hiking? Were you searching for food? What are you up to?
I was just like, we were just parked. Like, we weren't even parked. We were just at a stoplight in the hills.
In the hills, though. Gotta be in the hills.
You just see that.
He's out there looking for food.
Yo.
What time was it? Was it like early in the morning?
It was probably like 7 in the morning, just getting out of a party.
It was breakfast time. It was breakfast time.
I'm like, yo, that's not real right now.
Can you have animals? You can't have animals, right?
I have a French bulldog.
Oh, okay. So who takes care of the French bulldog when you're gone?
You
got some
yeah.
help.
What's the name of your dog, man?
His name is Ralphie.
Ralphie, I'm a dog lover. So tell us something about your dog, your French bulldog. What do you love about your dog?
Man, he's just his own character. He's just living his own life, the best life.
Yeah.
He enjoys it. He's a genuine soul like me, you know. So I love him to death.
Definitely. You were talking about music influences, listening to jazz, listening to other kind of stuff. What kind of artists are you listening to? Give us some specific artists that you like a lot.
I listen to a lot of music, you know. Like, I listen to a lot of rock from like Jim Morrison, The Doors.
Yeah.
Janis Joplin.
Dope.
Go back to Talking Head, and I go listen to a whole lot of rap music too, like Lil Wayne, MF Doom, Tyler the Creator, Earl Sweatshirt.
That's super dope.
You know, I listen to a lot of music, like David Bowie, Iggy Pop.
Oh, okay, so you have a wide plethora.
Yeah, I love music.
Everything.
I love music.
That's great. Who would you have loved to work with, if you could work with anybody, dead or alive, at any time from any era?
Definitely. I want to say Jim Morrison for sure.
Yeah.
Jim Morrison for sure.
Have you had a chance to go visit his gravesite?
Yeah, in Paris. I sat there in Paris for like 3 hours and just chilled with me and my man. It took us about 3 hours to find it.
Right?
Yeah, because it's like a big column, so many columns and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was dope.
Yeah, those those grave sites over there, are they similar to how they are in New Orleans, where they're all packed on top of each other?
Nah, it's like royalty over there.
Oh wow!
Like it's crazy. Like it's weird to say this, but like the cemeteries are beautiful. It's beautiful. They have like statues. They have all types of big men. Like they're what is it called?
Their
graves are like bigger than my house, pretty much.
Oh, what are they called?
Mausoleums? Mausoleum?
Mausoleums.
Something like that.
Yeah, like mausoleums.
Have you thought about how you want to be? Would you like to be cremated? Would you
I don't even
want to
think
buried?
about that.
He ain't thinking about that, right? He's moving.
I'm trying to live for another 100 years.
That's what I like. I like to hear that. Well, you will with your music, man. Can we play some music from you real quick? Because I want to get a little more intimate with your music. And Eric, what are you going to play over there?
We're going to play a single right now.
High right now.
Yeah, high right now.
All right, let's get into it. We'll come
Go ahead
back.
and introduce it, man. Tyler.
Yo, this is TYLA YAWEH. And make sure you listen to my song, High Right Now.
Yeah, we gonna get high right now with Tyler. Come on. We got a nice little story, behind the scenes story on that record and how it was made. That's pretty amazing. It became the first single on your album, or the first single that you guys are promoting right here. So, hold on, make sure I got the wrong microphone on. We got TYLA YAWEH in the studio, and I want to ask you about your name as well. I don't know if everybody knows this, but that's supposed to be, Yahweh is the name of the God, Lord, the unspoken name.
I am what I am, you know? And it's like, I'm not saying I'm a God. I'm not saying...
But we all are.
We all are gods. That's what I'm trying to represent out here.
I got you.
And it's the first breath of air that created life, and that's what gave me, like I want to make this my name because it was the creation of everything,
right.
And it was the first word,
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure I put that in my music and being a fresh breath of air to your ear.
Awesome. That's beautiful, beautiful. We appreciate that. We just listened to Higher. It's from the Heart Full of Rage.
High right now.
High right now. High right now.
High right now. Sorry about that. And you gave us a nice little insight on the story and how that was created. How many more of those songs, that you create come from those kind of places? Like
every song is a moment, man.
Right. Okay.
Every song has been a moment, and it's like legit. Like from Novocaine, we were partying in the studio. Who Shot Johnny? That's a situation that happened in Florida. Every song, They Ain't You. They Ain't You. I wrote that about a girl on the road, and I was like just going through a lot of trials and tribulations with her, and it was just like, but at the end of the day, they ain't you,
Yeah.
So,
how do you deal with that? You're young, you're on the road, you are on tour, you're out there, you're living your life. And is there really any time for personal relationships?
Oh man, there's always time for a personal relationship.
How do you deal with being being separated? A lot of people are insecure about not having you present, so to speak.
You gotta teach them that this is the life that you choose,
Mm-hmm.
So it's just about understanding and just being there with the person and having that support from them at the same time, So someone who understands what your job is, they were gonna be there and support you through all of it.
Awesome. So as an artist, how do you do? Because I'm, you guys, you and Post Malone, and there's a lot of other people out there right now that harmonize as well. You sing and you rap a little bit. So what do you consider your lane as far as? I mean, obviously you're an artist, but would you consider yourself a rapper or a singer or just straight artist?
I still call my music hip hop because it's like the biggest. It's big.
Yeah.
It's the biggest genre right now, and I use 808s. I use hip hop influences. And I rap. But I don't want to be inside the box, so I just don't give myself a genre for
a title.
Okay, I got something. Thank you for leading into that to this question, Eric V, because there is something. It's kind of like a. There's something going on right now in the industry with Billboard magazine. This is huge, This is the charts that we're talking about, and hip hop in the genre. There's an artist named Lil Nas. I don't remember his
Nas
name.
X.
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
Yeah, Lil Nas X.
Black Horse.
You got the big song right now.
Yeah.
It's a country. It seems like it's a country record, right?
Yeah.
So now that song has been starting to get played on country music radio.
That's good.
Oh yeah, it is good, right? But Billboard, in their shady ass little ways, they said this is not a country record. So they're not allowing it to be played on country music channels anymore because it doesn't have the quote unquote traditional values of what country music is. So that yeah, right. That's crap. That's crap as far as I'm concerned. And then
sounds like a country song to me.
Right,
Yeah,
it does.
is.
It does. But and then somebody lashed back, and this is where it is kind of close to you because they said, okay, wait a minute. If that's the case, we need to recheck all of the Post Malone records that are called hip hop records that are not. They don't sound like they're hip hop records.
I don't know about that.
I know, but I wanted to get your take on that because they're trying to divide us. They're trying to cut us off from where we can go with our music.
I just see if you want to make music, make whatever music that comes from your heart, live life, and just keep going. Like this is our dream. We're here today. He made a song that everybody's loving from every
genre,
every race, every genre around the world. He's moving people, so that's all that should matter at the end of the day.
Real talk, right
They
there.
shouldn't put us in a box or anything. If we want to break records that not supposed to be broken, let us do it.
Yeah, break the genres, bend them.
Exactly. That's what we're here for.
That's right.
Who do you want to work with in the future? What's looking down the
man,
future?
There's a lot of artists. Like I always say Young Thug. That's my main one. Then there's Kendrick. There's a Lil Uzi, Jay-Z. There's a lot of people I'm gonna work with. Tame Impala.
Oh wow,
I want to work with them.
Tame Impala's dope.
Yeah, Tame Impala is
super
fire.
dope.
I want to work with a lot of people, man. Like so many legends in the game. I'm just gonna keep working until I get to a point where that person comes to me, or I can come to them and make a song. So
when we go and see TYLA YAWEH show, what do we expect?
You expect to see a lot of crowd surfing.
Okay.
A lot of mosh pitting. A lot of girls screaming.
Okay.
And a good show.
All right, you have a lot of tattoos. What do these tattoos represent, if you don't mind sharing a couple of them?
Every tattoo is like, it represents a moment of time in my life. Like the Basquiat, he's like,
yes,
he's such a
artist,
amazing artist to me. He was a homeless artist that was the richest homeless artist.
Right.
So that it means a lot to me. And then I got this hangman tattoo that was just funny. I just got it. I put Yahweh on it and stuff. That's one of my favorite. And then I got this, it's like pills plus Playboy equals broken hearts. It's my cover art to Wildlife. Is a song that I have out. And I love that cover art so much that I got it tatted on me. And then my broken hearts, I got broken hearts everywhere. Those mean the most to me because they're like my favorite structure.
Okay.
So I love it. I love it.
Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to play another song from his project right now. I want you to talk about Gemini real quick because I like this record. I checked it out. I had a couple more records, but this is one that I really stuck with me. It was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, Gemini it's about a Gemini. I'm a Gemini myself. But I wrote it about my ex-girl. You know, she was a Gemini, but I wasn't doing it in a negative way. I was just praising her pretty much, giving it, like, talking about all the positive things about a Gemini.
Awesome.
And you know, Geminis go through a lot. We get a lot of backlash. You know?
Why do you feel that?
They always call us two-faced, this and that.
Well, you have two different sides to you. You know?
I have a wild side and I have an amazing side. Like, I have my rock star side and I have my just genuine, just loving people side. So just gotta live life.
All right, well, right now we appreciate the side you're showing us.
Yes, sir. it's always gonna be like this.
That's what I appreciate that. Let's get into that. Let's play that Gemini, man. Baka Boyz with TYLA YAWEH in the studio. 43 past the hour. How long does it take for? We got TYLA YAWEH in the studio, by the way.
Yeah.
That was one of his songs, Gemini, from the project. It's out right now. How long does it take you to come up with these melodies and stuff? Is it instant? I'm sorry, brother. Is it instant? Like when you hear the track?
I freestyle a lot of music,
okay,
and then I just come up with it in my head. Like the melody comes up, and I just stick with it. And then whatever story comes in my head, I just put it on the. I like hear the mumbles and the lyrics, like through the melody that I put out, and I'm just like, all right.
So lyrics later.
The lyrics later. Always come up with the melody first.
Cool, man. So you got to have tons of these, man.
Oh man, it's always going on.
Sitting ready. Okay, so I want to play a little game with you. We picked up this book over the weekend, me and my girlfriend. It's called Star Wars Mad Libs. We know you're not a Star Wars fan, but you could still play, and all we have to do is fill in a couple of blinks here. So we need to know a few things here for the game, okay? We need to know what a noun is. We need to know what an adjective is, an adverb.
I was like, what?
I'm going to help you. I'm going to re-explain because I'm still learning. I'm relearning these things.
All right.
I didn't retain this stuff in high school like I was saying to everybody else, even in elementary school.
I didn't even graduate high school.
Me neither.
Me Don't feel bad.
You're good.
We right in the same boat.
I left at like 9th grade.
That's right. Well, I stayed a little bit too long then. You left early. So check it out. Adjective describes something or somebody like lumpy, soft, ugly, messy, or short. Adjective. Remember, an adverb tells us something that is being done. It modifies the verb, like modestly, stupidly, greedily. All right. A noun, person, place, or thing. That's the easiest one for all of us to remember. A verb is an action, like that dude is walking right now. That's all right. That's the verb. So when we ask for a place, we mean like a sort of place, like a country, like Spain or Cleveland. An exclamation or a silly word, like wow, ouch, or womp.
Okay.
All right. And when we ask for a specific place like a number or a color or animal or part of the body, means it's a word that is one of those things: 7, blue, horse, or head. Let's try this, okay? If we ask for a plural, that means, for an example, cat or cats. So more than one.
Okay.
All right, we're going to play this game right here. This is called Mad Libs, and this one is called Power of the Forest, Eric V. All right, so TYLA YAWEH is in the studio with us, and we're going to write these things down.
So you're going to read the sentence, right?
No. We're not going to read the sentence.
Okay.
We're just asking for these things first.
Okay.
Adjective. You got to remember what the adjective is?
Yeah.
So give me an adjective.
Anything.
Damn.
I forgot. Let me go back. Adjective, describe something or somebody. Lumpy,
okay,
lumpy, soft, or ugly, or messy.
All right, yo, he's pretty cool.
Cool.
All right, we're
Write
playing
that
the
down.
game right now.
All right, a plural noun, like more than one.
He got a lot
Person,
of
place, or
bags.
thing.
Bags.
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 Okay, cool. Write that down. Bags. Another noun, just a noun. Person, place, or thing.
Paris.
Awesome. Adjective. Back to adjective. If you need a reminder, let me know.
Wait, let me get this. Let me get it. I remember. Okay.
Lumpy. The adjectives. What you're gonna lumpy, messy.
He, mad.
Mad.
Yeah.
Okay. Part of the body.
Leg.
Adjective once again.
Gloomy.
Ooh, that's a good one. Now you're digging deep. Plural noun.
Dogs.
Awesome. Hope we get this right. Part of the body.
Hair.
Awesome. Adjective once again.
Mad. Well, no. I'm not gonna say mad. I'm gonna say genuine.
There
you go.
All right. You know, if we mess these up, it's not going to sound right.
Yeah, it's okay though. It's the first time doing it right
Yes,
now.
it's the first time. Thank you for helping us do this for the first time. Adverb. Let me remind you of the adverb.
No. Adverb.
Modestly, stupidly, greedily, carefully.
Greedily.
Say again.
Greedy.
Greedily.
Okay.
This is good. I like we're working together. We're already in the studio working. You know this, right? A noun.
Person, place, or thing.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna say we're going back to Barcelona right now.
Barcelona. Yeah.
Okay. And part of your body. Part of the body, plural, more than one.
Shoulders.
All right. Shoulder lean.
Lean back. Lean back.
And finally, one more adverb.
LA.
LA adverb tells us something done, modifies
no.
modestly, honestly, stupidly, greedily. LA like
I don't know.
he's too Hollywoody.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
I'm gonna call him Hollywood.
All right, cool.
Is it Hollywoody?
I know. We know what we meant. Okay, here it is. Here's how I read it here. The Force is mystical, cool power. As Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi once said, the Force is an energy field created by all living dogs that surrounds us, penetrates us, and binds the Paris together. Using the power of the Force, a Jedi can do many mad things, like using the Force to exercise legs, control over gloomy-minded dogs. A Jedi can also use the Force to move objects with her hair. It doesn't matter how genuine these objects are. It only matters how greedily the Jedi believes in the Force. Most importantly, the Force teaches a Jedi to rely on his or her feelings, as Obi-Wan Kenobi told his students like Luke Barcelona. Walker, your shoulders can deceive you. Don't trust them. Instead, the Jedi should Hollywood them.
Yo,
That was a good one.
good job, man.
That was dope. See?
Good job. See, you were the first one to do this with us, so thank you, man. Appreciate
Always,
it.
man. That's all right. That was dope. I need to get that book.
Yeah. So we have TYLA YAWEH. You have just walked into mouth yoga. Yoga for your mouth.
Yoga.
Yeah, it's mouth love. That's what we call it.
You're confusing them. Is it mouth yoga or mouth love?
It's yoga for your mouth, but it's called mouth love, okay? So Nick V is our instructor. We just walked into like a yoga class, basically, but it's for your mouth. And Nick V is going to help you out right here with some positive words.
All right, everybody in the room, I need you to breathe in deeply.
Breathe in.
Breathe in. Push it out. Breathe it in.
Breathe in.
Push it out. All right, TYLA YAWEH, I'm going to anoint you with these words. All you have to do is repeat after me.
Give me all the positive energy.
Yes.
I need it all right now.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right, here it is. Everybody in the room, repeat after me. Get off your phone. Repeat after me. Engage with me. I love you guys. All right. I care for myself.
I care for myself.
I love who I am.
I love who I am.
I am enough.
I am enough.
I am perfect.
I am perfect.
There
No
it
one's
is.
perfect though.
You are perfect to me.
That's like-
Thank you so very much, brother. Appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so
This is
much.
our first interview. We want you to be welcome here anytime you're in Los Angeles. You say you're in Los Angeles. If you have a new project, you want to invite us to the
Bring
video
your
shoot.
dog next time, bro.
Oh man,
Bring
I
the
might have to
dog.
Bring the
bring
dog.
Ralphie with me, man.
Bring the dog with you.
If you need help riding,
We couldn't bring him into McLaren today, though.
there's no room for him, man.
There was no room for him.
Be safe out there. Have a great time. Live your life. We're going to be watching from afar. We're going to be supporting you from afar as
Thank
well.
you for supporting, man. And
Definitely.
make sure y'all go get Heart Full of Rage today.
Right now. I'm gonna stream it right
everywhere.
now.
Streaming everywhere.
All right, y'all. That's going to wrap it up for the
Tyler
Baka Boyz Show.
Yahweh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming through again. It's the Baka Boyz Show coming to a close.
Radio how it's supposed to be heard. It's the Baka Boyz Show.
What's going on? This is Drip.
Every day.